Okay, let's go now. So what we are going to do, we are going to take a layer 2 switch. Then after that, we are going to configure 3 VLANs. Let's say VLAN number 10, then VLAN number 20, then VLAN number 30. Is it clear, guys? Now for each and every VLAN, I'm going to use a different subnet. Right, guys? Then after that, what I'm going to do, I'm planning to use 192.168.10.0/24, 20.0/24, 30.0/24. Then what I'm going to do, port number 1, I'm going to shift into VLAN number 10. Port number 2, I'm going to shift into VLAN number 20. Port number 3, I'm going to shift into VLAN number 30. Now, my question for you is, for example, if VLAN number 10 wants to talk to VLAN number 20, which means the people who is sitting in VLAN number 10, they want to talk to VLAN number 20. Is it possible through layer 2 switch? Can we do it in layer 2 switch, guys? The inter-VLAN routing. Is it possible to do? My question. My question is that right now we have a layer 2 switch here and I have configured 3 VLANs. VLAN number 10, 20 and 30. Then after that, I am trying to communicate from VLAN number 10 to 20. Is it possible to do, guys? Say yes or no. Can we do routing in layer 2 switch? Everybody. Guys, I think you are not able to understand what I am asking you. Is it clear? My voice is clear for you, everybody, guys? Yeah. So here what I did, I have configured 3 VLANs. VLAN number 10, VLAN number 20 and VLAN number 30. Then after that, I have shifted port number 1 into VLAN number 10. Port number 2 into VLAN number 20. Port number 3 into VLAN number 30. Then after that, I have given the IP address 192.168.10.11 and 20.11. Then 30.11. Now my concern is that, can we talk from 10.11 to 20.11? Will they able to talk each other? No. What's the reason, guys? Why they don't speak each other? Why they don't speak each other? Why they don't speak? It's a different VLAN, right? It's a different VLAN. And also, if I try to configure here SVI, switch virtual interface, for VLAN number 10, let's say I configure 10.1. For VLAN number 20, let's say I configure 20.1. For 30, I configure 30.1 inside my layer 2 switch. Then after that, I have given the gateway as 10.1. Right, guys? Because whenever you are trying to talk from one network to another network, your request will go to the gateway. From gateway, you are going to route to different network. Right, guys? So here what I did in my layer 2 switch, I configured 3 SVIs. Okay, for VLAN number 10, I configured 10.1. For VLAN number 20, I configured 20.1. And VLAN number 30, I configured 30.1. And I went each and every PC in each and every VLAN, I assigned the gateway. Right? That time will they able to talk? That time will they able to talk? No. What's the reason, guys? Why they don't speak? I configured the gateways and I assigned the gateway to each and every VLAN. Then what's wrong in that? Yeah, it's in different network, man. Then what's wrong? For example, I have given the IP address as 192.168.10.11 for VLAN number 10 PC. Then I given the IP address gateway as 10.1. Try to see here, guys. Try to see here, because some people, they may think that, because I'm expecting some proper answers from you guys. Yeah. Try to think in that, because for example, I have before I didn't assign the gateway. Always, whenever, what is the purpose of the gateway, guys? What is the purpose of the gateway? What is the purpose of the gateway? The purpose of the gateway is to communicate to the different network, right? What is gateway? If somebody they ask you, what is the gateway? It's an entry and exit point, right, guys? If somebody wants to communicate to your network, they are going to use your gateway, they come to inside, right? If you want to leave from your network, the request will go to your gateway will send it to you to other network, right, guys? So it's an entry and exit point. So my concern is that I took the layer 2 switch and I configured 3 SVS. Guys, who is that man? Yeah, Try to understand it, because some people, they will make you to confuse this. So what you did here, you are taken a layer 2 switch and you configured 3 SVAs. For VLAN number 10, you configure 10.1. For VLAN number 20, you configure 20.1. For 30, 30.1. Then after that, you went to each and every PC. For example, I have a computer in VLAN number 10 and I given the IP address as 10.11 and I given IP address as 10.1. Then 20, 20.11 and 20.1. For 30 VLAN, 30.11 and 30.1. Now my question is that, can we able to talk from 10.1 to, 10.11 to 20.11? Will they able to talk? No. What's the reason? What is the reason, guys? I configured SVAs, no? This is the question, this is the answer I'm expecting from everybody, guys. When somebody asks you this question, you need to tell them, buddy, it's a layer 2 switch. Even if you configure the SVAs, there is no use. You understand, guys? There is no use for to configure SVAs inside your layer 2 switch. Is it clear, everybody? Are you understand, guys? Because why I'm telling you this, for example, if you are taken 2 layer 2 switch, what people are going to do in each and every switch, they are going to configure SVAs. Are you understand, guys? That is the bad design. That's what I'm trying to explain. The moment, whenever you have a layer 2 switch, you need to say, even if you configured SVAs, you cannot able to do the routing inside your layer 2 switch. Is it clear, everybody? Understand this concept, guys? Yeah? Now what I'm going to do now, let's say you have a router. So I want to do a routing between them. So what you are going to do, you need to have a router. But in the L2 switch, if you make this as a trunk port and connected to that, that is different concept, ma'am. Because inside your layer 2 switch, if you configure these layer 3 interfaces, you cannot able to do anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. For example, let's see here. Guys, everybody try to understand this. Yeah. For example, what I did here, I have taken a layer 2 switch and I configured SVIs. Why? Because Seshu show me in layer 3 switch, he configured SVIs. After that, he simply type IP routing. Then after that, it start doing the routing from one VLAN to another VLAN, because people, they are in that phobia. You understand? They will think that, oh, you can configure SVIs in layer 2 switch and you can able to do routing. So make sure that the switch is a layer 2 or layer 3. That's very important, guys. Is it clear, everybody? Yeah, because since you are taken as a layer 2 switch, you cannot able to do any routing, even if you configure your SVIs. Everybody is clear with this? Understand or not? The purpose of configuration of SVIs, there is no benefit, because SVI is nothing but it's like a layer 3 interface to the specific VLAN. But it's not a meaning that it has to do a routing between one VLAN to another VLAN. Is it clear or not, everybody? Yeah? Say yes or no, guys. Everybody. Yeah, is it clear, everybody, guys? So make sure that the moment when you configure SVIs, you don't think that, oh, it's going to do some routing. It's not going to do a routing, guys. It's just a layer 3 interface which is belongs to that specific VLAN. That's it. It's not going to do anything. Right? Now what I want to do now, in case if you have a layer 2 switch, I want to do a inter-VLAN routing. I want to make a communication from one VLAN to another VLAN. That time what I have to do, I am sure that the layer 2 switch, it doesn't do the routing. So what I have to do now in this case? In this case, what you have to do, guys? In this case, what you are going to do? It's not a layer 2 switch, it's not a layer 3 switch. So I have taken a layer 2 switch and I have configured the multiple VLANs. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Bhupesh, see there. See there. I took a layer 2 switch. I cannot enable this command. IP routing command is not going to accept. Yeah. Are you clear, Bhupesh? You cannot able to do that. That time what you are going to do, because I am asking you like I am a customer for you. So you are the engineer, you need to design the solution for me. Hope everybody is clear, guys, because we are going to take our classes like real time. Whatever is the real time, we are going to take. Let's say if the customer has L3 switch, layer 3 switch, our job is easy. Simply you can configure the VLANs, just you type IP routing. Then after that you can able to do the routing between one VLAN to another VLAN. But here the customer has a layer 2 switch. Then what's your answer? The customer is planning to do some inter-VLAN routing. So what's your idea? Are you clear, everybody? Yeah? by layer 3. So layer 3 switch or layer 3 router. Already switch the customer has. So in this case, what you have to do? You need to buy a router. Try to understand this one, guys. Yeah, because some customers, they don't have a budget, and simply what they are going to do, they are going to buy a layer 2 switch. Just a minute, guys. Some guys sending keep on messages. Okay. Right. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. So try to understand this, because some customers, they don't have a budget. They are going with the our layer 2 switches. So you need to be clear, because at the end of the day, customer will tell you, man, I want to do a routing. How? Then you will tell, sir, I don't know, because you design the solution. Right, guys? So that's why what you are going to do, since customer have a switches here, so all the devices are going to connect with the switches. Now here what you are going to do, you are going to connect to the router. So you need to tell to the customer, you need to buy a router. Right, guys? Everybody is clear. So what is the purpose of the router? What is the purpose of the router? Guys, everybody. I think, I don't know, man, somebody is making a lot of sound. Who is that? Yeah. Abhijit, please. Yeah. Yeah. Try to understand this one, guys. So right now, the customer has a layer 2 switch which is configured with multiple VLANs, like VLAN number 10, 20, 30. Now he is expecting to do a routing. So you don't want a switch here. So you need to suggest him, go for a router. Are you clear, everybody? Understand? Yeah. So the moment when you take a router, but here my question for you guys, where I have to keep this router? Can I keep this router in VLAN number 10? Try to understand this one, guys. Yeah, Madam Singh, don't give answer. Huh? I think you know it. Don't give answer. Yeah, let it be understand the people, madam. That is very important. Once they understand, then we need to go some advanced topics also. Yeah, guys, everybody. So this is your computer, and this is your computer, computer 2, computer 1, and computer 3. Is it clear, everybody? Now, I kept port number 1 into VLAN number 10. This is your port, and I kept into VLAN number 10. Then I have given this port into VLAN number 20, and port number 3 I kept into VLAN number 30. And I have given the IP address 192.168.10.11, and I am going to assign the IP address 192.168.20.11, and the third computer 192.168.30.11. So now this is my layer 2 switch. So I am sure that inside my layer 2 switch, I cannot do the routing. Everybody agree or not? Say yes or no. Up to here, everybody is clear. Yeah. So I am sure I cannot do routing there. So now what I want to do now, I recommended to the customer, go and buy one router. So customer, what he said, he bought one router for you. Let's say Cisco router. Okay, guys. Now this router, it has two interfaces. You understand, guys? This router, it has two interfaces. Let's say gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 and gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1. Is it clear, guys? It has two interfaces, gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 and 0 by 1. But before that, what is the purpose of the router, guys? What is the purpose of the router? What is the purpose of the router? Everybody. Because you told to the customer, sir, you can buy on a router. So before you are going to suggest, you need to know what is the purpose of the router. Routing, right? The purpose of the router is does routing. What is meaning of routing? What is meaning of routing? Guys, everybody, layman terms. The purpose of the routing is nothing but communication between different networks. Is it clear, guys? If you want to talk from one network to another network, then somebody has to route that information. So who is going to do that? Your router. So the purpose of the router is going to do, it's like a routing job. Routing is nothing but communication between different networks. Right, guys? Everybody is clear. Everybody is clear. Yeah. Now he bought the router, and this router, it has two interfaces, guys. One is gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 and other one is gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1. Everybody is clear or not? Yeah. Now let's say the gigabit ethernet 0 by 0 is here. This is the interface gigabit ethernet 0 by 0. Yeah. And there is one more interface 0 by 1. So what do you want to do now? Now you are the engineer. What do you want to do? What's your idea? How you want to connect these interfaces to your switch? Can I keep this interface into VLAN number 10? The 0 by 1, let's say 0 by 1 into VLAN number 10? No. Why? What is the problem? If I keep into VLAN number 10, what is the problem? Everybody guys, give me an answer. First of all, why we bought the router guys? Why we told to the customer to buy a router? Because we are expecting to do a routing between one VLAN to another VLAN. You don't forget that one guys. Keep remember. Because customer network has a multiple VLANs, he is expecting to do a routing between one VLAN to another VLAN. Everybody agree? The problem is clear. Say yes or no, everybody. Yeah. First, before you are going to suggest anything, just understand the problem first. So here the problem is customer is planning to do inter-VLAN routing. So he has all layer 2 switches. He doesn't have a layer 3 switch. So you don't want to buy a layer 3 switch. Why? Because all the devices already connected. So you told to the customer, sir, buy one router. Then customer, he bought one router and he gave it to you. The moment when he give it to you, it has two interfaces. You open the box and you saw that it has two interfaces. Now what's your solution? Yeah, everybody is clear guys. Think in that way. Always think in that way so that your job will be more easy. When somebody wants to firewall, sir, go with Fortinet, go with Juniper, go with Sonic Wall, go with Cisco ASA. First of all, you need to understand what is the customer requirement. Are you clear guys? This is what I'm trying to give you one example guys. If you have a time, I'll just give you one example. Because we given one customer, a customer said we want a firewall. Then immediately I said, sir, go with Fortinet 40E. Then immediately customer approved. We bought the firewall and we fixed it there. We configured everything. Then every 2 days customer is calling. Buddy, sometimes the firewall is not working. Then I said, sir, I think there is some cable loose or something. Just remove the cable and connect it back. He removed the cable and he connected back. Yes, man, it's working. That's it, sir. Your cabling is problem. Do you understand, guys? Because I didn't ask him how many users are there in your network. How much bandwidth do you have? I didn't ask anything. Simply he wants the firewall, I give him the firewall. Are you clear, everybody, guys? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So first of all, whenever somebody is trying to explain their issue, try to understand everything. Then after that, you have to start build the solution. If you don't understand clearly, if you give the wrong device, then you cannot send it back again. The customer will tell you because you told me to do all this. Is it clear, everybody? Yeah. So now my question is that you went to the customer side, customer told me, I want to do inter-VLAN routing from one VLAN to another VLAN. You said that go and buy a router. Now customer, he bought the router, he brought it. And you open the box and you saw that there is two interfaces are there. The first one is gigabit ethernet 0 by 1 and second one is 0 by 0. Now my question is that can I keep one interface into VLAN number 10? You said no. Then can I keep into 20? Can I keep into 20? No? Why? What's wrong, man? If I keep into VLAN number 10, what's wrong? I don't understand. What's wrong? Can anyone explain to me? If you keep into VLAN number 10, what's going to happen? Anyone? Give me answers, guys. Super. Congratulations. See, Madam Singh is smart, guys. See what she written there. She's saying that VLAN, it works for only for VLAN number 10. Right? It's going to works for only VLAN number 10. Is it clear? Are you understand, guys? Yeah? It's going to works only for VLAN number 10. Oh, but what about VLAN number 20 and 30? Do I need to buy two more routers, guys? Say yes or no. I need to tell the customer, buddy, buy two more routers. Right, guys? So you cannot. Yeah? So if you keep into VLAN number 20, it will work for only for VLAN number 20. Yeah, he will shout. Not shout, man, he will kill. Otherwise, he will inform to your company from where you brought this guy. Yeah? Okay, no problem. Because one customer, he told me, I think he's Arabic customer. Man, why they Cisco? They made it switches, routers, firewall, IP telephone like this, different devices. Why they don't put everything in one box and give it to the customer? Their job is easy. See how the customer guys is very intelligent. He is expecting everything is in one box. Okay, no problem. Just for fun, guys. Yeah. Now let's see here. Now, if I keep it in VLAN number 30, it's going to work for only. Mr. Vayesh, good. Before it has, one device was there in Cisco. That device, it's going to fulfill everything. It acts as a switch. It acts as a router. It acts as a wireless access point. It acts as a IP telephony. Everything is there before. Now they stop it. You are right, Mahesh. Good, man. You are a business buddy. Businessman. Yeah. Now leave it, guys. Now what I want to do now? Everybody, any idea? Any guesses? Help me out, guys. I cannot keep into VLAN number 10. I cannot keep into VLAN number 20. I cannot keep into VLAN number 30. Because this router, it should be for all the VLANs. Yes or no? It should work for all the VLANs. Say yes or no, guys. Yeah? Maybe Bhupesh is having a doubt. Bhupesh is saying, sir, it has two interfaces, no? Better you can keep one interface into VLAN number 20 and other interface into VLAN number 30. Is it clear, guys? And sometimes you can buy the modules, guys. Network modules, you can buy it. Additional modules. Let's say customer, you told him buy one more module. He bought one more module. He connected into one interface into, let's say this is gigabit Ethernet 0/2. Guys, I'm not confusing you. I'm not confusing you. I'm trying to explain. Because you will find extra network modules from Cisco. Do you know that or not? Do you know that? We can buy extra network modules from Cisco. Ethernet modules. You can buy it. There is no problem. Yeah? So you said to the customer, buy. Then one interface I kept in VLAN number 10. Other interface I kept in VLAN number 20. And other interface I kept in VLAN number 30. Now can he able to do the routing or not? Can he able to do the routing or not? Say yes or no. So for example, this is I kept in VLAN number 30. This is I kept in VLAN number 20. This is I kept in VLAN number 10. Then what I'm going to do, in case if I keep each interface into different VLAN, in the router what I have to do? In case this solution is there. Can you please tell me, guys? Everybody. In case your router has 3 interfaces, each interface you kept into one VLAN. So that time, what you are going to do in your router? Tell me. No, man. What is the route, buddy? What is virtual LAN? It is a physical interface you are keeping, no? Why we are going to create the virtual LAN? Anil, explain to me. Why you are going to create the virtual LAN? Because if you don't have a physical interfaces, that time you are going to create the virtual interfaces. Right or wrong? Everybody, guys, think about it. I am not making something, yeah? I am trying to make you understand the things, guys. Yep. Now, here you have a, no? You already create, Darush Santosh, you already create a new, you already create a VLANs here inside your layer 3 switch, no? Explain to me, guys. Anyone? Madam Singh. Today I didn't see some of the folks, man. Where are they? Yeah? Explain to me, guys. Now what you are going to do here? Because luckily customer has 3 interfaces. That time how you are going to build the solution? Everybody, guys. Yeah, because these kind of solutions also we need to implement in future, guys. In the real time, sometimes you will find it. Leave about trunk. Anyway, at the end, we will talk about the trunk VD. Yeah, but in case if the customer has a sufficient interfaces, you no need to configure trunk. Right or wrong? Try to understand. Yeah, VD. Are you clear? But here, what I am trying to tell you, I think VD, are you understand what I am trying to ask you a question? Yeah, because when you are going to create a trunk, if you want to carry multiple VLANs into the single interface, that time you are going to do that. But here you have a multiple interfaces are available. Give the routes. What routes, ma'am? What routes? What routes? Okay, can we do this lab? Are you ready to see this lab? I think everybody is exciting now. Can we do it, guys? What do you think? Yeah? Let's go and do it, man. That's better. Yeah? So that we will clear it out. What is this exactly? Let's go now. Perfect. Guys, who is that, man? Santosh, please. Yeah? Let's go and do it now. What wasting the resources, man? Because you have the interfaces, no? Why we are wasting the resources? You have the interfaces, you are going to use it. What's wrong in that? Yeah? Because before, as you said that make a trunks issue, then I'm going to send all the VLANs information. If you make a trunk, you are sending 3 VLANs information with single cable. Are you understand, VD? But if you have a 3 different interface for each VLAN, then you are happy, no? Because you will get full bandwidth and people are happy, the data is going to travel fast, everything will be easy. Right or wrong? Yeah, VD? You agree with me or not? Yeah? So that's what we need to understand. Because whenever the customer has a interfaces, why we are wasting? Yeah? Let's go and do it now. Yeah, so which router we are going to take, guys? Help me out. Can we take 2911? 2911. 1841 is end of life, man. It's an old model. Why, Bob? 1841 is end of life. 2960 is the switch. We'll take 2911. Why I'm saying that? It has a 3 interfaces. That's why I'm saying to you, let's go and take 2911. Oh, somebody has a doubt. Oh, Seshu, then what about, man? If you are going to take 1941, you cannot put one more network module or something. You can do that. I'll show it to you later. Okay, guys? First, we'll understand this. Are you ready? Can we take 2911? Yeah? Let's go. I'm going to take 2911, guys. Then whenever I move my cursor here, if you see here, did you see here gigabit ethernet 0 by 0, 0 by 1 and 0 by 2? There is 3 interfaces are there. Yeah, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a switch. Let's take a switch. So first of all, what I'm going to do, guys, in the switch, what I'm going to do, help me out. I took a switch. What I'm going to do now? Help me out. I took a switch. What you are going to do? Because you are at the customer side, you are going to do this. Yeah, the customer issue is that you want to do inter-VLAN routing. Right, guys? So now you are going to take 3 computers as well. Let's go and take it step by step. Yeah. Take it now. So let's take port number 1, port number 2, and port number 3. Is it clear, everybody? Up to here, everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no, guys. Yeah, up to here is clear. So port number 1, port number 2, and port number 3. Then what is the next step? First, we will finish it at the layer 2 level. Then after that, we will go to layer 3. Okay, we will configure it at the switch level. Then after that, we will go to router. Okay, guys. Then what we have to do at the switching side now? Help me out, guys. Type it there. Everybody. What you are going to do now? Create VLAN. Good, very good. Let's go and do that. Yeah. So I'm going to configure the VLAN now. Let's go to the CLI. Then enable conft host name. Guys, I think you know these commands. That's why I'm typing a little bit fast. Is it fine? Yeah? Perfect. Now I'm going to configure VLAN number 10, VLAN number 20, and VLAN number 30. There you go. Now show VLAN brief. So I didn't specify any names, guys. Okay, so far I don't want to give any names. Is it fine? In case if you don't specify the name, then you will see VLAN 0010 like that. Is it clear? If you want, you can specify. But in the production, make sure that give the names. You understand, guys? Give the names. It's very important to give your names. Without names also, you are able to work. But in the production, don't do like that. Okay. Now what is the next step? I have configured the VLANs. What is the next step, guys? Shift the ports into VLANs. Perfect. Let's go and do it. Yeah. Can we do notepad and can we write it, guys? What do you think? Fatafat we'll do it, right? Are you ready? What do you think, guys? Switch port mode access, switch port access, VLAN number 10, exit. Then let's go to the second, third, yeah, port number 2, then switch port access VLAN number 20, port number 3, switch port access VLAN number 30. Now I'm going to copy this guy, Control C and Control V. There you go, done. Now verification, show VLAN brief. Did you see here? Port number 1 into VLAN number 10, port number 2 into VLAN number 20, port number 3 into VLAN number 30. Is it clear? Say everybody yes or no, guys. Up to now is clear, everybody. Good. Now what is the next step? Assign IP address to PCs. Wow, there you go. But ma'am, I want to do one thing. I want to configure the DHCP because your router you can able to act as a DHCP server. Is it clear, ma'am? So what I'm going to do today, I will show it to you how to configure the DHCP server inside your router. Is it clear, guys? Everybody? Yeah, today we are going to see DHCP. Right, guys? Everybody? Yep. Right. Now what is next? Help me out, guys. What is next? Everybody? What is next? What we are going to do now? Go to PC. Go to PC. Why I need to go? Is there anything else pending, guys, at the switching side? That's what. Is there anything is pending? Everybody is confusing now. Oh, save the configuration. I did it, buddy. I did it. See, I am super smart in that. I did the save. I saved it already. What I have to do now? Everybody is in confusing now. Connectivity with the router. Good, Nilesh. Now what we have to do, guys? We need to connect. We need to connect, right, guys? From your router to the switch. Right or wrong? In the router, how many interfaces are there? We have 3 interfaces. Right, guys? There is a gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1, and gigabit Ethernet 0 by 2. Now what's my plan? What's my plan? Anyone explain to me, guys? So these are the interfaces are there inside my router. Connectivity of router to switch. Very good. I'm going to connect the router to the switch. So how we are going to connect? So gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, where you are going to connect? Guys, before you are going to do this, make sure that you write the port numbers and all. This is very good practice for you. You will become a best engineer. Hello, Mr. Vaibhav. Fast Ethernet 0 by 1 is already connected here. Right? How you will connect the same port? Are you understand, Vaibhav? Fast Ethernet 0 by 1, already one computer is connected there. Did you see here? This one. Yeah? Fast Ethernet 0 by 2, it's connected to second PC. Fast Ethernet 0 by 3, it's connected to third PC. Right, Vaibhav? So now what's your plan, guys? How you want to connect this? Help me out. Think guys, don't be in a hurry. Think. Okay. So Kunal is saying that Fast Ethernet 054 we will start. Is it clear, everybody? Nilesh is saying something interesting. Nilesh is saying there is gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1. Where is this, Nilesh? 0 by 1. Where is this? Guys, you and me can do this lab. Okay, you also just open your notepad or book. Just write it and draw according to me. 25 and 26. Guys, see there what Nilesh is so smart. See what Nilesh is saying that. Sir, you see there in the switch there is 2 gigabit ports are there. Did you see here? Whenever I move my cursor, I'm sorry, man. Yeah? Did you see, guys, everybody? 0 by 1 and 0 by 2. There is 2 gigabit ports only there. But how many gigabit ports we required, Nilesh? In the switch we have only gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 and 0 by 1 is there. Right? But we required how many ports? In case if you want to connect gigabit to gigabit, 3 ports. But the problem is here we have only 2 ports. Guys, everybody understand or not? Say yes or no. Yeah? Try to understand it. What we are doing, try to understand it. Now what we are going to do, guys? Now, let's say everything I will going to connect with the fast Ethernet only. Okay? Let's go and do like this. Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, I am going to connect it to port number 24. 0 by 1, I am going to connect it to port number 23. 0 by 2, I am going to connect it to 22. Is it clear, everybody? Is it fine? Yeah. In the switch, what I am going to do, 0 by 0 interface, I am going to connect it to port number 24, 0 by 1, 23, and 20. Ah, yes, madam. Go ahead. Please, what's your question? Ah, this is good question. Why we are considering 3 ports, guys? Most of them, they know it, ma'am. Guys, help me out. Kunal, Bhupesh. Nobody, not DHCP, man. Not DHCP. Help me out. See, because listen carefully, ma'am. Actually, we are not discussing about ISP. We are trying to do this inter-VLAN communication, right? We have a 3 VLANs we configured inside my layer 2 switch. So we want to have a gateway, right, for each and every VLAN. So what I did, I have taken one router which is 2911. It has 3 interfaces, right? Each and every interface, my plan is that I want to keep in different VLAN. Are you clear, ma'am? For example, gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, I am going to keep it into VLAN number 10. 0 by 1, I am going to keep it into VLAN number 20. And 0 by 2, I am going to keep it into VLAN number 30. Is it clear, everybody? Then after that, what I'm going to do? Yeah, that's what. People need to understand this. Then after that, what I'm going to do? I'm going to assign the IP address as 10.1. Then after that, 20.1. Then after that, 30.1. Is it clear, everybody? Yeah, Praful, I understood that, but first we will try to understand what we are going to do in the router. Yeah. Now see yourself, you start thinking, right? Sir, what about the future? That is good. You understand, Praful, you are thinking about the future. Why? Because now you understand what you are trying to do. Are you clear, guys? This is what you need to learn. That is called a logic. Everybody is clear, guys? Yes or no? Yep. Everybody is clear. Now you are thinking, everybody start thinking. But Seshu is using 3 interfaces into 3 different VLAN. In future, you want to connect to the internet. How he is going to connect it, man? In future, one more VLAN is going to come, VLAN number 40. There is no interfaces. What is this, buddy? Everybody understand or not? Say yes or no, guys. Yeah. So first of all, we will understand this. Exactly, if you have a router with 3 interfaces, if you use all these 3 interfaces, how you are going to use it? Is it clear, guys? Then after that, we will think about the solution one by one, one by one. Are you ready? Yes or no? Everybody? Yep. Perfect. First, we will finish it this. Okay, guys? We will finish it this. But because why I am teaching you this, the reason behind this, for example, if you take a 14-bit firewall, you will get 12 interfaces. Sometimes. Some firewalls you will get 16 interfaces. Some firewalls you will get 24 interfaces. See, then the one guy is going to connect only one interface from his switch to the firewall. Then customer will tell you, man, we have 10 VLANs. All the 10 VLANs will using the same interface. Why? Because this guy, he learned from his trainer only this topic. That is called make a trunk. Are you understand, everybody? Say yes or no. But yeah, hope everybody is clear, because guys, I'm trying to teach you for the future purpose. So here what I can do, whenever you have a multiple interfaces, each and every interface keep it in one VLAN. So it's dedicatedly it will carry. It will, yeah. Everybody understand, guys? For example, this interface I'll keep it for VLAN number 10. This interface I'll keep it for VLAN number 20. So that this specific interface will carry that VLAN 20 traffic. Right? Before, what that guy has done, all the VLANs are going from single interface. Right? Yes or no, guys? We will do that one also. I will show you both. Are you clear, everybody? Understand that? Madam Singh, Vikram, everybody. Daru, Shantosh, yeah? Perfect. Can we do this lab? Are you ready? Yeah. Sir, is this load balancing? Means load balancing means what, ma'am? What do you mean by load balancing? Actually, the load balance is a different concept. Yeah? Yeah, it's a different concept, ma'am. Yeah, we discuss about later. Now we'll finish it this. Guys, everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no. Then I'm going to start the lab. Say yes or no. Yep. So help me out. Can you please type somebody there, gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, which port we are going to connect in our switch? Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, port number 24. Wait, one sec. Let me connect it. Do I need to use a straight cable or cross cable? Everybody guys, do I need to use a straight cable or cross cable? Huh? Between switch and router, man. Why should I use the cross? Madam saying, yeah? Guys, who else is giving wrong answers? Vaibhav, what happened to you, man? Yes, straight cable. Right, guys? They are not a like device, right? They are unlike device. Now, let's go take the straight cable and take it. Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 is going to connect it to fast Ethernet 0/24. Is it clear, everybody? Next, what is the next cable? And again, did you notice that, guys? Did you notice that whenever I connected from the router to the switch, these interfaces are showing in the red color, which means they are in shutdown state. What is this, man? But when I connected to the switch to the computer, by default it's coming up. Did you notice that? Did you observe that, everybody, guys? Yeah, that's why switches we can call it as a plug and play. Switches we can call it as a plug and play device, which means even if you don't configure the VLANs, simply you can connect your computers and they start communicating each other. Right or wrong, guys? Everybody. But in the routers, whatever interfaces are there, by default they are administratively down. By default, all the interfaces are administratively down. Are you clear, everybody? Which means manually you need to go and you need to configure each and every interface. That's why it's showing down. Is it clear, everybody? Say yes or no. Yep. IP routing command to be given in new router. No. Not required, man. Not required, Anil. Yeah. The router job is routing only. Yeah. Guys, everybody is clear. This is the difference. The difference is that switch is a plug and play device. You no need to do anything, right? By default, if you don't configure anything, by default, all the interface or belongs to the VLAN number 1, and you can give the IP address, then they start communicating. You no need to do anything. But here, if you take a router, by default, all the interfaces are administratively down. That's why your routers is not a plug and play device. You need to go and configure each and every interface manually. So far, everybody is clear, I think so. Right, guys? Let's go to the next interface. Then what is my next interface, guys? Help me out. Port number 24, I connected to gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0. Next. What is next? Guys, don't forget, follow me. 0 by 1 into port 23. Let's go and do it. Straight or cross? Straight or cross? Straight cable. Good. Now let's go and take 0 by 1 into port number 23. There you go. Yeah, guys. Next. What is next? I did it. 0 by 2 to 22. Very good. Let's go and take a straight cable now. So far I had done it. Is it clear, guys? Do you understand this? Now, what I have to do? Physical connectivity is done. Do we need to do anything in the switching side? Do we need to do anything in the switching side? Kunal is saying no. My question is, do we need to do anything in the switching side? Let's go and understanding the Kunal, guys. See here. Kunal, what you did? Port number. Kunal, try to understand. Huh? Don't get confused. Yeah, Kunal? So, gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, you connected to port number 24. Port number 24 is by default is belongs to which VLAN? It's in VLAN number 1. Understand, Kunal? And gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1, you connected to where? Port number 23. This port is belongs to what? It belongs to VLAN number 1, right? And gigabit Ethernet 0 by 2, you connected to port number 22, and it belongs to what? VLAN number 1. What is my idea? What we are trying to achieve here? Because the moment when you connect port number 24, that port number 24 you should shift into VLAN number 10, right, Kunal? Because this specific interface we are using for VLAN number 10. Guys, everybody understand or not? Say yes or no. Yeah, port number 23 we need to shift into VLAN number 20, because this specific interface we are using for VLAN number 20, and port number 22 we are going to shift into VLAN number 30. Everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no, guys. I think I am giving you confused. Guys, no confuse at all. Kunal, you don't have any confuse, right? You are clear so far. Yeah, right. Now what I'm going to do, I need to go to the switch and I need to shift the ports. Madam Singh, are you clear? Are you clear, Madam Singh? You understand this? Yeah, good. Let's go now. Go to the switch and go to each and every interface. ConFT, interface fast Ethernet 0/24, switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN number 10. Then after that, interface fast Ethernet 0/23, switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN number 20. Then interface fast Ethernet 0/22, then switch port access, then switch port access VLAN number 30. Now verification. Do show VLAN brief. There you go. Buddy, don't discuss about native VLAN. First try to understand this, because native VLAN we didn't discuss it so far. Yeah, because here what we discussed, router it has 3 interfaces. Bhupesh, try to understand this. Yeah, it has 3 interfaces. So one is gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, other one is 0 by 1, and other one 0 by 2. Are you clear, Bhupesh? Then after that what we did, in the switch we kept into VLAN number 10, VLAN number 20 and VLAN number 30, right? So inside the switch we configured 3 VLANs. So our job is what? Because I want to do a inter-VLAN routing, right? So for that what we did, in the router we shifted 3 interfaces into 3 different VLANs. Are you clear, Bhupesh? You understand that? Say yes or no. Yep. Now after this what I am going to do, guys, everybody is clear. I am going to the router. See there, what I am going to do, same configuration I am going to do in the router also. See there. So let's go to the CLI. Then after that say, do you want to configure yes or no? Say yes or no, guys, everybody. No. Then after that enable, then ConFT, same commands, guys. There is no change. Hostname, let's say this is my gateway, right? When you type do show IP interface brief, did you notice this? By default all the interfaces in the router is administratively down. Did you notice that? Everybody? Yeah? Everybody, did you notice that? Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, 0 by 1, 0 by 2. By default all these interfaces are administratively down. So now what I want to do, 0 by 0 interface I am planning to use for VLAN number 10. Guys, it's a secret is that, did you remember in layer 3 switch I configured virtual interfaces? But here I am using the physical interfaces. That's it, guys. There is no change at all. Everybody is understanding or not? Say yes or no. Right? Did you remember in layer 3 switch what I did there? I configured 3 virtual interfaces, VLAN number 10, VLAN number 20, VLAN number 30. And I given 10.1, 20.1, 30.1. Then after that what I did, I enabled the routing. That's it. But here what I'm doing, I just took a router and 3 interfaces I kept into 3 different VLANs. Right, guys? This is VLAN number 10. This is VLAN number 20. This is VLAN number 30. Then after that what I am doing, I am going to assign the IP address 10.1, 20.1, 30.1. So these interfaces are going to act as a gateway for that specific VLAN. That's it. Everybody understand or not? Say yes or no. Everybody, guys. Yeah, this is what I am trying to do, man. That's it. Yeah, let's go and do it now. Now interface gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0. And 0 by 0, we are planning to give which IP address, guys? This is belongs to which in Which VLAN? This interface belongs to which VLAN? Help me out, everybody. So what is the IP address we were planning to give? This belongs to VLAN number 10, right? So let's give a nice description. Let's say that you are belongs to VLAN number 10. There you go. Next, we need to give an IP address. IP address 192.168.10.1. 285.285.0. There you go. Right? Then do you need to type? Because by default it's administratively down. So you need to type which command to make it up? Right now this interface is showing administratively down. So you need to say no shutdown. That's it. Right guys, you need to type a command, no shutdown. Type the no shutdown command there. No shutdown. Then after that say exit. Now one interface we configured. Let's go to the second interface. Interface gigabit ethernet 0/1. This belongs to which one guys? UR belongs to VLAN number 20. Then IP address 192.168.20.1. Then 285.285.0. Then no shutdown. Then interface gigabit ethernet 0/2. This belongs to which? Better I'll use up arrow guys. See, I'm using up arrow and I'm just changing. I'm smart now. Use up arrow, you can able to see the commands guys. Previously what you type. Yeah. And this you are going to give 30.1. Then say no shutdown. There you go. Finish. Now show IP interface brief. Now if you want to see the routing table, which command you are going to type? Everybody. What is the command you are going to type? Show IP route. Because since it's a router, you don't need to type any routing or anything. Right guys? Because the purpose of the router is to do a routing. That is the default job. So you don't need to say IP routing and all. And did you notice here? The connected network 192.168.10 network. Then second, connected network. Guys, everybody is able to see it or not? Say or not? Everybody? Yeah? 20 and 30. So there is 3 networks are connected. Okay guys? And there is one more command is there if you want to like show IP route connected. Remember this. So by default the connected networks are these 3. What are the connected networks? 192.168.10 which is connected to gigabit ethernet 0/0. 20 it's connected to 0/1. 30 it's connected to 0/2. Guys, everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no. Up to now are you clear? Everybody guys. Yep. So what we did in the router, we configured 10.1 as the gateway for VLAN number 10. 20.1 is the gateway for VLAN number 20. 30.1 is the gateway for VLAN number 30. And we shifted these 3 ports into 3 different VLANs. Everybody is clear, I feel. Any doubts? Any doubts guys? No, right? Everybody is okay. Now what is my next step? Man, L means what? It's locally, it's there. Yeah? It's a locally route, static. Yeah, what is the IP? It's there, no? Local route. Which is the IP address you configured there. It's going to show it to you. That is called local. Is it clear everybody guys? Say yes or no. Up to now what we discussed, is it clear or not? Yeah. Now what is my next step? What is the next step I need to do? Configure the DHCP. Can we configure the DHCP? How many DHCP pools I need to configure it here guys? So now I am planning to configure DHCP. So first of all, what is DHCP? Can anybody explain to me? What is DHCP? Before we are going to configure, we will discuss about. What is DHCP? DHCP is nothing but dynamic host configuration protocol. Okay guys, DHCP is nothing but dynamic host configuration protocol. So what is the job of DHCP? What is the job? The job of the DHCP is it's going to provide the IP addresses to your devices dynamically. What is dynamic? Dynamic is nothing but automatically. Are you understand guys? Dynamic is nothing but automatically. So which means if you have a 2 or 3 computers, you just go and assign the IP address. So that is called static assignment. So if you are going on each and every computer and you are going to assign the IP address, means that is called manual assignment. Manual assignment, you are going to each and every computer, you are going to assign the IP. That is fine if you have a small deployment. You understand, guys? Let's say if you have a 2-3 computers, it's fine. But if you have 100 computers, 50 computers, 30 computers, it's very difficult for us. So what we are going to do, we are going to configure the DHCP. Then the DHCP server will take care of that. It's going to assign the IP address to each and every person. Is it clear? Everybody understand the DHCP? Say yes or no, guys. Now your router is going to act as a DHCP server. Your router is going to act as a DHCP server. Clear, guys? So the server, what is the purpose of the server? It's going to serve the DHCP. It's going to serve the IP addresses to each and every VLAN. Right? Everybody okay or not? Say yes or no, guys. If you don't understand, I'll explain to you again. Yeah, that's why some people, what they're going to tell you, man, just you can connect your computer to the network, then automatically you'll get the IP. Right, guys? Yeah, this is the job most of the people, they are going to do it. Okay, now how many DHCP pools do we need to configure? Everybody, how many DHCP pools? Yes, router is going to act as a DHCP server, ma'am, because this is one of the future. Yeah, if you see here, the DHCP is nothing but dynamic host configuration protocol. So basically the purpose of the DHCP to assign the IP address automatically to your end devices, right? For this usually we require a DHCP server. So most of the time what we are going to do, some people, they are going to take a Windows server. You know Windows server, ma'am? Yeah, some people, they are going to take a Windows server, and inside the Windows server they are going to install the DHCP service. So after installing the DHCP service, they will configure the subnets. For example, I want 3 subnets. Why? Because I have a 3 VLANs. So for each and every VLAN, I am going to configure one subnet. Let's say for VLAN number 10, I am going to configure 10. 192.168.10.0 subnet. For VLAN number 20, I am going to configure 20.0 subnet. For VLAN number 30, I am going to configure 30.0 subnet. Is it clear, ma'am? Do you understand? Then after that, what you are going to do, you are going to keep that server into your network. Then after that, there is certain commands we need to apply each and every VLAN to contact the DHCP server and to get the IP address. That is also I'll show it to you today. Yeah, ma'am, I will take one server and I'll show it to you so that you will be more clear. Yeah, everybody understand. But here what we are doing, we have a, we don't have a budget. That's why we don't want to go with a separate DHCP server. That's why in our router itself, we are going to configure the DHCP. Are you clear, everybody? Say yes or no, guys. Yep, because you can tell to your customer, no problem, buddy. We can configure all DHCP pools here inside your router. Your router will support. It will act as a DHCP server, right? So let's go and do that. Okay, guys. Now how to configure the DHCP pool? Let's go and start. Guys, always remember, whenever you are going to configure the DHCP, always recommends first, how many pools you are going to configure. Help me out, guys. You and me can do this. How many pools? I want to configure 3 pools. For what? For what I need to configure 3 pools, guys? Help me out. For 3 VLANs. Let's say for VLAN number 10, for VLAN number 20, and for VLAN number 30. Everybody is clear? Say yes or no, guys. Yep. And what is the network? What is the, if it is a small, Bhupesh, if it is a small deployment, it's a permanent, that's it. If it is not a big, because the customer will cry, man. If you tell them, sir, you need to go with the DHCP server, separate Windows server and all, then you will not going to lose, you are not going to win that project. You are going to lose. Why? It's a small budget movie, no? In that movie, you cannot give big people, no? You understand, Bhupesh? Yeah? Yeah, because your router, whatever features are there, let it be configured and give it to him. Yeah? Okay. Now VLAN number 10 and VLAN number 20 and VLAN number 30. Everybody, quickly. For VLAN number 10, what is the network you are going to use? What is the network, guys? Decide. 192.168.10.0. Why? Because you configured from the same network 10.1, right? Then for VLAN number 20, ma'am, we will discuss about it. Yeah, just we will finish it and we will discuss it. Yeah. For VLAN number 20, good. You are everybody asking questions, guys, which means you are understanding the topics. That's very important. So 192.168.20.0. For 30, 192.168.30.0. Is it clear, everybody? So now the DHCP pool I am going to configure for VLAN number 10, 192.168.10.0, for 20, 20.0, for 30, 30.0. And what is the gateway for this VLAN? VLAN number 10. Help me out, guys. What is the gateway? 10.1. What is the gateway for 20? 20.1. What is the gateway for 30? 30.1. So this is information you need to know. And other than this, keep remember, guys, everybody keep remember this. Because whenever you are going to configure the DHCP pool, make sure that some IP addresses we are going to reserve. Some IP addresses we are going to reserve. Are you understand, guys, everybody? Some IP addresses we are going to reserve. Why? Why we are going to reserve? Why we are going to reserve it, guys? Do you understand what I am trying to tell you? For example, whenever I am going to configure the DHCP pool, I will say, for example, VLAN number 10, I will say my DHCP pool should start from 10.11 to 10.254. Then what about 10.1 to 10.10? Are you understand, everybody? These IP addresses I am going to reserve. You understand, guys? These IP addresses I am going to reserve. So this is the range, we can call it as a excluded range. Means whenever I am going to create the pool, I am going to exclude this range from DHCP pool. So that the IP addresses is going to start from 10.11. Is it clear, everybody? Understand that? Because whenever you are going to configure the DHCP, because it's a recommend, it's not a mandatory, it's a recommend to reserve some IP addresses. Why? Because these IP addresses you can use it for different purposes. Maybe suddenly you connect a server into your network in VLAN number 10, you can use one of the IP address. Right, guys? Reserve IP for internal network device. Yeah. Everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no. How many IP addresses? It's up to you, Dinesh. It's as per your requirement. Let's say you said that, sir, I want to reserve from 20 IP addresses. Go ahead, no problem. Then I want to start from 20 dot. Are you clear? I think, who is that? Dinesh, are you clear what I'm trying to explain? Yeah, Dinesh, are you clear? Yeah. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to reserve from 10.1 to 10.10. Right? So that I'm going to start with the 10.11. Now for that is called excluded range. Whatever you are going to reserve for the DHCP pool, that is called excluded range from your pool. Then it will start from 10.11. Yeah. As per Dinesh, what we are going to do, guys, we will start the DHCP range for VLAN number 20 from 20.1 to 20.20. I am going to reserve. Is it clear, Dinesh? So that what is the pool from where it will start when somebody asks your DHCP server, from where it will start the IP address? Yeah, Dinesh, from 20.21 to 20.254. Is it clear, everybody? Yep. Now same thing what I am going to do, I am going to reserve from 30.1 to 30.11. So I am going to start, okay, 30.10, I'm sorry. So I am going to start from 30.11 to 30.254. Everybody is clear? Say yes or no. If you don't understand, I am going to explain to you again. Yep. Is it clear, guys, everybody? Give me yes. How many students are there, man, today? Only 18. Okay. Yeah. Is it clear, everybody? Good. Now what I am going to do, guys, let's go and configure this DHCP. Are you ready? Can we configure now? So first of all, go to your router, say enable. Then first of all, I am planning to configure the DHCP pool for VLAN number 10. So first of all, what I told you guys, you try to configure the excluded range. So I'm going to exclude from how many IP addresses I'm going to exclude, guys? Can you please type for me there? How many IP addresses I'm going to exclude for VLAN number 10? From 10.1 to 10.10. Simply you can type IP DHCP excluded address from 192.168.10.1 to 192.168.10.10. Is it clear? Everybody understand this, the first step. So I'm going to exclude this. Then after that, what I'm going to do now? Then after that, what I'm going to do? I need to configure a DHCP pool. So you need to start like this. IP DHCP pool, and this is for which VLAN? This pool I am going to configure for VLAN number 10. So you can give any name, there is no problem. So better I can give VLAN 10. Are you clear? Everybody understand? So I given the name for this pool as VLAN 10. Then after that you can type network 192.168.10.0. What is the network, guys? What is the network for this pool you are using? 192.168.10.0. Then what is the subnet mask? You need to, guys, help me out. Everybody is clear. The network is nothing but you need to specify the network ID. Yeah, this step is clear, everybody? 285.285.0. Is it clear? This step is clear for you or not? You need to tell the network. Network for VLAN number 10 is 192.168.10.0. Right, guys? 192.168.10.0 is the network, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Right? Then after that, press enter. Then you need to specify the gateway. The gateway, how you are going to specify? There is a command called default router. What is the gateway for this pool? 192.168.10.1. Are you clear, everybody? Guys, are you clear or not? Say yes or no, everybody. Yep. Then after that, you need to specify the DNS server. For example, what is the purpose of the DNS server, guys? What is the purpose of the DNS server? What DNS is going to do exactly? IP to name or name to IP. Madam Singh, DHCP is going to do name to IP, right? Whenever you are going to access the websites, right? Is it clear, guys? Whenever you are trying to, DNS is nothing but domain naming service or domain naming system. So whenever you are trying to access any websites, right, it's required a DNS server. So the DNS server is going to resolve your name to IP address, because whenever you type www.google.com or www.facebook.com or www.youtube.com, what it's going to do? It's going to resolve your name to IP. That is the job of your DNS server. So right now these guys, they want to access the internet as well. That's why we need to specify the DNS. So I'm going to give DNS server, then 4.2.2. Is it clear, everybody? Understand these three steps, guys? Yes or no? Everybody? Understand these three steps. Then press enter. Then exit from here. That's it. You don't need to do anything, guys. Say exit. Then save the configuration. Now, guys, everybody is clear or not? Just verification. Just type show run, then you can able to see it. So first of all, what we did the excluded from 10.1 to 10.10. Then after that, we configured the pool for VLAN number 10, and we specify the network, we specify the gateway, and we specify the DNS. So far everybody is clear, right? Now what I'm going to do, now this is the port number 24, right, guys? In the switch, we connected where? Guys, help me out, man. We connected where? In the router, which port we connected? Gigabit Ethernet 0x0. And what is the IP address we configured for Gigabit Ethernet 0x0? 192.168.10.1, not 10.0, buddy. 10.1. Yep. So you configure 10.1, and for the same network you configure the DHCP pool. Are you clear, everybody? That is this. Right? Are you understand? So now who else is there other than 24 port? Who else is there in your switch which are belongs to VLAN number 10? Which ports we shifted into VLAN number 10? Everybody. Guys, which ports in the switching side? Yeah, fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and port number 24 is belongs to VLAN number 10, right? Understand? And in what we did, and gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 is also belongs to VLAN number 10, right guys? So what we did there, we configured the DHCP pool. So which means indirectly these are belongs to the same broadcast domain. Are you understand guys? These all are belongs to the same VLAN, that is VLAN number 10. And inside that, so indirectly keep remember guys, this is your switch, okay, and inside that what we did, we configured VLAN number 10, one virtual switch we configured, that is VLAN number 10, and we kept one PC and we kept one router. This is the figure you need to come to your brain. Is it clear? And there is one router is connected to VLAN number 10, one PC is connected to VLAN number 10, and this router is going to acting as a DHCP for this VLAN. Is it clear or not? Everybody understand or not? This is the figure, it has to come to your mind. You understand guys? Then you will work properly, right? Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to the computer, whoever is belongs to VLAN number 10, then I just go and say, go here, and this is the computer is belongs to VLAN number 10, right guys? Just go to desktop, then after that click on IP configuration. By default it's in static. Static means manually you need to assign the IP, but I have a DHCP server, so you need to click DHCP. Now it's going to get the IP address from the DHCP. Are you able to see that? Everybody, have you got the IP address from your DHCP server or not? Say yes or no, everybody. Everybody guys, right? So see here, I got the IP address as 192.168.10.11. Why? Because I have reserved from 10.1 to 10.10. That's why my DHCP pool has started with 10.11. Then after that, I have specified subnet mask as /24. This is clear. Then after that, I have given gateway as 10.1. This is clear. And I specified DNS as 4.2.2.2. Is it clear everybody? Say yes or no guys. Now my question is that we didn't configure the DHCP for VLAN number 20. So that time if I go here and if I select DHCP and when I click IP config, then if I select DHCP, can we get the IP address? No. Why? What's the reason? Why we don't get the IP address? What's the reason guys? Everybody. Right now I didn't select as a DHCP because we didn't configure the DHCP, right? So in case if you don't configure the DHCP, that time which IP address you are able to see here? What is the IP address you are able to see here? We discussed long back. Did you remember? Good Nilesh. Yeah, the APIPA. Let's go and see it. APIPA is nothing but automatic private IP addressing system. In case if you don't have a DHCP server for the specific VLAN, then you are going to get the IP address from APIPA, automatic private IP addressing system. So click on that. Then see there, you will get 169, or else it will tell you something DHCP is not there like that. See here, everybody. Did you notice this? 169.254. And also what it's saying, DHCP is failed, APIPA being used. Yes ma'am, you have a question, go ahead. What's your question ma'am? Can you please type it for me? Yeah, can we go and configure it? I think she can ask later. Okay ma'am, you can ask later. Because this IP address is not be a routable IP address, no ma'am. Is it clear? That's why we don't use this. This is reserved for APIPA. But still some Huawei devices, by default the IP address is this. Until you change the IP address, they will keep in this range. Are you clear ma'am? So it's easy. Why? Because if DHCP is not running, by default they will fall into this range and you can able to. Yep, let's go. Now what I'm going to do guys, everybody is clear, right? Can we configure the DHCP pool for VLAN number 20 and 30? Yep. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this and I'll paste it in the notepad so that I can able to change quickly. Right guys? Let's go and do that. What do you think guys? Yeah? Let's remove this. So paste it. That's it. Now what I want to do, this is for 2, 2, then after that 2, 2, 2. This is for 3, 3, 3, and here also 3, and here also 3, right? Now actually Dinesh, he has a requirement, right? Dinesh said that we will go with, right Dinesh? Okay, let's go and do that. Okay, from where to where? Is it clear Dinesh? Yep, let's go. Now let's go and copy here. Anything we missed guys? Verify it once again. 20.12, 20.20, 20, 20, 20. 30.12, okay, this is fine. 30, 30, 30. Good. Let's go and do that. Now go and paste it there. Okay guys? Conft, right click, then paste. Finish. Now verification. Do show run. So this is the range for VLAN number 20, this is the range for 30, this is the excluded range, and we configure 2 pools, right guys? So VLAN number 20 is good, 192.168.20, and this is subnet mask, and this is the gateway, and this is the DNS. Very good. 30, 30, perfect. Okay guys, now what we are going to do now, let's go to VLAN number 20 and go here IP configuration. It got the IP. Why? Before you selected the DHCP. Did you see Dinesh? You got it from 20.21. Is it clear Dinesh? Are you able to clear this? Yeah? Good. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to this computer and go to the desktop. Yeah, one sec ma'am, we'll finish this. Yeah, VLAN number 30, we will finish it and we'll check it. Clear ma'am? Yeah. Now IP configuration and it's in the static. Then after that go to DHCP, then you can see 30.11. Is it clear guys? Everybody is clear. Now what happened? This guy he got 10.11, this guy he got 20.21, and this guy he got 30.11. Right? Who has given the IP addresses? Who has given the IP addresses guys? Who is acting as a DHCP server here? Who is acting? Who is your DHCP server? That's your router. Right? So now you can do one thing here. You just go to your router, see there, and if you can type one command here, show IP DHCP binding. Then you can ask your router, buddy, to whom you given the IP addresses? Can you please tell me? Press enter. It will tell you, see, I have given 10.11 to this guy. I have given 20.21 to this guy. I have given 30.11 to this guy. What is these guys? Guys, till a day we didn't discuss about the MAC addresses and all. What is these guys? These are the MAC addresses for each and every computer. You understand guys? 10.11 is the MAC address for PC0. 20.21 is the MAC address for PC1. 30.11 is the MAC address for PC2. So if you have a doubt, what you are going to do now, just go here, just take this MAC address guys, okay? Copy it. Then after that, go down and here take a normal note and paste it in the down. Then after that, just for you to identify, go here, go to the command prompt, then after that ipconfig/all. Then did you notice this? The MAC address is the same guys. Oh sorry. Did you notice this? This MAC address is same. 000A. Oh I'm sorry. Little bit. Yeah. Is it see here? The MAC address is the same. This one and this one. Is it clear? 000A F361 0EED. Right guys? Do you understand? And what is the IP address he has taken from DHCP server? 10.11. This is the subnet mask. This is the gateway. This is the DNS server. And this is your DHCP server. So 10.1 is acting as your DHCP server. Say yes or no. Everybody is clear or not? Yeah guys. Everybody is clear or not? Yeah? Perfect. Now what is the command we need to type? You need to type the command show IP DHCP binding. So this is the command you need to type in your router. Why? Your router is going to act as a DHCP server for each and every VLAN. So if you want to know how many IP address has released, then you need to type this command. Everybody is clear? Yeah, there is one more command is there. Show IP DHCP pool. Then did you notice here? We configured 3 pools. Okay guys, can you type this command also for VLAN number 10, for VLAN number 20, for VLAN number 30. Did you notice that everybody? Yeah? Understand guys? Say yes or no everybody, because you need to try this. Yeah? So those are the commands are very important in the production. Okay guys? Now my next question is that Madam Singh is asking a question. Now can we able to do the ping from one VLAN to another VLAN? Say yes or no. Can you able to do the ping? Now can you able to do the ping? Guys, try to understand now. Kunal, yeah, what is the IP address for this PC? Which is 10.11. And what is the gateway? What is the gateway, Kunal? 10.1. Who given that? Who given that? Your DHCP. Who is your DHCP? Your router. So whenever this guy, Kunal, you just give me an answer. Yeah. And next PC, what is the IP address? What is the IP address for the next PC, Kunal? It's a 20.21. And what is the gateway? 20.1. Right? And the next PC, what is the IP? 30.11. And what is the gateway? 30.1. Right, Kunal? Now, one by one, give me an answer. Now, this is the computer. The 10.11 wants to talk to 20.21. Right? Then what is the source IP and what is the destination IP? What is the source IP? What is the source IP? Which is 192.168.10.11. What is the destination IP? Everybody guys. What is the destination IP? 192.168.20.21. So now you are trying for different network. Right, Kunal? You are not trying for same network. You are trying for different network. Say yes or no. Yes? Then that time your request where it will go? Only Kunal can answer this guys. Where it will go? Where it will go, Kunal? The request from 10.11, where it will go? Because you are trying for which 20.21? Because you are trying for different network. Right? From 10.11, you specify the gateway. So what is the purpose of the gateway? Whenever you are trying for different network, the request will go to the gateway. So which means it will go to 10.1. So from this computer, it will go to 10.1. Who is 10.1? That's your router. Right, Kunal? The 10.1 is your router. So now, does your router know about 20 network? Then router, what it will do, Kunal? It will check his routing table. Everybody guys, your router, what it will do, when the request come from your 10 network, it will check the routing table. Inside the routing table, what are the networks it has there? Help me out guys. Inside the router routing table, what are the networks are there? 3 networks. That is 10, 20 and 30. Are you clear everybody? So right now this request, Kunal, you just answer this. Right now the request come for which network? Because you are the source is 10 network and you are trying for 20. So the request it came to your router. Does your router know about 20 network? Yeah, because it's acting as a gateway for 20 network also. So simply it will give it to that guy. Then that guy, what he will do? He will send it to his guy. Are you understand? Everybody, say yes or no. Right, guys? I think I am not sure everybody is okay or not. Everybody is so dull, man, today. What happened? Yep, everybody. Oh, Arjun is back. How are you, Arjun? I did Anil also there. Good. Yeah. So is it clear, guys? Everybody understand or not? Yep. Because your router by default he knows these networks, no? If it is a layer 3 switch, by default the routing is disabled. That's why what you did there, you just went and you type IP routing, right? That's why he is able to do routing. That is in the switching side, but it's a router. The default functionality of the router to do a routing, right or wrong? Yeah, Bhupesh, is it clear for you? Everybody, guys, in the group, is it clear or not? Say yes or no. Yep. Now what we are going to do now, let's go and try. Yep. Let's go and try. You nothing to do inside your router, just configure the IP addresses. That's it. So first part what I'm going to do, I'm going to this computer, then IP config, verify the IP, which is 10.11 and 10.1 is the gateway. Let's go and check whether you are able to reach your gateway or not. Yes, I am able to reach, right? Then after that I am trying for 20.21. Can you able to ping or not? Say everybody is exciting now. Say yes or no, guys. So the first packet is going to drop. Nobody is asking me when you are going to teach me R. See there? Happy? Are you clear, guys? Yeah. Now can I able to ping 30.11? Say yes or no. So the first packet is going to drop because it's called ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. I will explain to you guys. Tomorrow we need to start ARP. Why? Because everybody in the routing mode, your mindset is fixed for routing. That's why I'm just explaining this. So far it's clear, everybody is clear? Give me yes or no. Man, 17 people are there. Why remaining people are not responding, man? Where is VD? VD is stopped himself. Vikram is stopped himself. Nilesh is stopped. Mayur is stopped. I don't know what happened to these guys. Abhijit is not talking at all. Abhijit before he was very active. Yep. Is it clear, guys, everybody? Now, can I able to ping? Can I able to ping from Vlan number 20 to Vlan number 10? Say yes or no. Guys, these are the fundamentals. It's very important. That's why we are going a bit slow. If you don't understand the fundamentals, you will never go for any other technology because you cannot understand, guys. I'm telling you personally. Yep. Now I am in VLAN number 20. Can I able to talk to 10? I mean 10.11. Yep. Let's go to 30.11. Yes or no? Now Priyatam also is starting. Good, Priyatam. How are you? Right. Now let's go to VLAN number 30. Everybody has to enjoy, man. Yeah, you and me has to do. Then only we will get lot of fun. Right. Now I am in 30.11. So can I able to ping 192.168.10.11? Yep. Can I able to talk 20.21? Yeah, good. Everybody understand this. Everybody is clear. Say yes or no. Yeah. So far your topology is clear for you. But here, what is the drawback, guys? What is the drawback? What is the drawback in this? Madam Singh, Darish, Mahesh, Preetam, Arjun, Abhijit. What is the drawback here? Now we are clear. Whenever you have a multiple interface, we know how to use it. Right, guys? But what is the drawback here? Cannot connect to the internet. Okay, that is good. Because here you need to understand one thing, guys. At the moment, you have only 3 VLANs. VLAN number 10, 20, and 30. Maybe in future, customer he can go multiple VLANs. 40, 50, 60. So, does it a scalable solution? Is it a scalable solution, guys? No. Got it? So, this is not a recommended way to do it. This is not a recommended way to do it. But as per the customer, they have a 3 VLANs. That's why I did it like this. At the end of the day, he got what he achieved what he's trying, right? You understand, guys? Whatever customer wants, we did it. because they have just 3 VLANs. But this is not a scalable solution. In future, if he is going to increase more VLANs, he cannot able to do anything. Right, guys? Why? Because there is no interfaces. Everybody understand or not? Say yes or no. Yep. Then what is alternate? What is alternate? Guys, today we will spend little bit time more, okay? Madam Singh, you have to cooperate with us. Today you have to spend more. No cooking. Okay? Yeah? Okay, good. No cooking, ma'am, today. Right. Okay, because we need to finish it out. Few of the things we need to finish it out. Good. Now, that is the drawback. Then what is the second method, guys? What is the second method? The second method is that mostly the people, they used to say router on stick or else inter-VLAN routing. Are you clear, guys? Same what we did in layer 3 switch. That's correct, Mayur. What we did in layer 3 switch, we are going to do it in the router. So can we do that one? Are you ready? So how we are going to do, let's go and see one by one. Okay, guys? So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to delete this, all the physical interfaces. So let's take the cross, delete it. Remove it, not delete, guys, it's remove it. Okay, we remove the cables. Now what we have to do here, we are going to take one interface from here and we are going to connect like this. Yep, are you clear, everybody? Then my question is that since we have VLAN number 10, VLAN number 20 and VLAN number 30, so 3 VLANs, how it's going to carry? That's the important you need to understand. Because what you did, you have taken only one cable and you connected from your router to switch. Let's say I have taken gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1 to gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0. Maybe in my switch 0 by 0 is there. Right, guys? Guys, everybody is clear. Pay attention on this. We will finish it out quickly. Yeah. Now, what I did, I just connected only one cable. So, do I need to keep this cable into VLAN number 10? Say yes or no. No. Can I keep into VLAN number 20? No. Can I keep into VLAN number 30? No. Because I know that if I keep into that specific VLAN, it will work for only that specific VLAN. But here, this cable should carry all the VLAN's information. That's important for me. So what is the concept we learned before? To carry the multiple VLAN's information? Trunk. You understand, guys? We learned that the trunk port is going to carry multiple VLAN's information, right? So what I told you, whenever you make it this port as a trunk, then it's going to carry VLAN number 10, 20 and 30. Are you clear, everybody? Say yes or no. Say yes or no, right? In the switch side you said that, hey, you are a trunk, man. Okay, no problem. Made it as a trunk. Then after that, this send the information with the VLAN tag. It will add VLAN number 10, it will send it here. Then how your router he knows about this is for VLAN number 10? How your router knows about this is for VLAN number 20? How your router knows about this is for VLAN number 30? Guys, do you understand what I am trying to talk? Everybody is okay? Say yes or no. Because what is the trunk is going to do? The moment when you connect an interface, like if you make it as a trunk, whenever the information is going from VLAN number 10, right, it will carry through this interface. Why? You made it as a trunk. So while it's carrying, it will add the VLAN tag as a 10. But how your router know about it? It's a VLAN number 10 traffic. Yeah, that's why what we are going to do here in the router, we are going to configure one interface that is called virtual interface. For example, if I connected gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1 and make sure that this physical interface, I cannot keep it into any other VLAN. So for this interface, what I have to do, I need to configure one virtual interface. And I will tell, buddy, I configured gigabit Ethernet 0/1 dot. Let's give, this is for VLAN number 10, right? So I can give 10 is the identifier, or you can give any number. You understand, guys? Then I said gigabit Ethernet 0/1.10. This is called subinterface. Is it clear, everybody? Say yes or no, guys. I'll show you this lab. This is called subinterface. So what I did, this is the physical interface. Gigabit Ethernet 0/1 is the physical interface. For this physical interface, what I did, I configured subinterface. Then I put .10. Why I put .10? Because this is the interface I am planning to use for VLAN number 10. Then after that, you need to add one command that is called encapsulation .1q. Then you need to say 10. Whenever you say that, it will understand this is the one for VLAN number 10, because whenever the tag is coming, whenever the information coming from your switch with VLAN tag, it understands that this is for VLAN number 10. This interface we configured for VLAN number 10. Then after that, you can give IP address 192.168.10.1. Then subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Is it understand, everybody? Are you clear? Because as I told you, the trunk port is going to use the protocol .1q. The .1q is the protocol which is going to carry your VLAN tag in the trunk ports. Right, guys? I think mainly Kunal has to understand this. Kunal, are you understand this concept? Yeah, Kunal, you are clear about this? Do you understand? Because we are going to configure how many sub-interfaces, Kunal? How many sub-interfaces? 3. So now what I am going to do, what is your physical interface here? Gigabit Ethernet 0/1 is your physical interface, right? So this physical interface, what you are doing, you are configuring 3 sub-interfaces. What are those? Let's go and see. Gigabit Ethernet 0/1.10. Why I given 1.10? Because 1.10 is for identifier. But people, they may ask you, you must give exactly your VLAN ID. Is it a rule? No, it's not a rule. It's not a rule. You can give 100, 200, 300. There is no problem. Are you understand? Then after that, what you are going to do, you can give the IP address. That's it. But make sure that once you configure this interface, you need to tell this is how it's going to carry, which protocol is using, and what is the for which VLAN you are configure this interface. For this, you need to say encapsulation .1q 10, and you are going to tell, buddy, actually there is one interface is connected with the switch and it's coming with the VLAN tag. If the VLAN tag is 10, and this is the interface for that. And if it is 20, you are going to configure 0/1.20 and 20.1. If it is 30, gigabit is 0/1.30, then this is 30.1. Is it clear, everybody? Understand this. In case if you don't give encapsulation .1q, if you don't specify that, you cannot assign the IP address. It will tell you, man, you didn't tell. You configured the sub-interface, but you didn't tell for which VLAN you configured this. Are you clear? Can we go and see this, Kunal? Are you ready? Yep. What are the changes I need to do it in my switch? Everybody, guys, help me out. What are the changes I need to do it? Yeah, please go, man. Please go. No issues. Yeah? No problem. So what are the changes I need to do in my switch? Do you require to do any changes? Or else we will connect a new cable. What do you think? Can we connect a new cable, guys? Yeah? What do you think? So in the switch side, we no need to do. Why? Because, but we will do one thing. Did you remember in the switch we configured port number 24, 23 and 22. Those ports we will remove it. Okay, we don't want to do it now, but usually you can remove those ports from those VLANs, right? That is one we need to do it. And second one is that here there is gigabit ports are there. Did you see here in your switch? Just open your switch, enable show IP interface brief. There is 2 gigabit ports are there, 0/1 and 0/2. So 0/1 we will use it now. Yeah. In the router, what we need to do, Kunal? We already configured some IP addresses, right? For 0/1 and 0/0 and 0/2, right, Kunal? So what we have to do in the router? Can we make it like a brand new router? What do you think? Can we remove all the configurations and can we reload the router, guys? What do you think? Yeah. Let's go and do that. Just go here. So what you have to do, guys, to remove everything, go to the configuration mode, privilege mode. Then you can type here arrays startup config. What is the command you need to type? Arrays startup config. Did you see here, guys? Before this is the configuration is there. Show run. Right? Now what is my plan? I am going to erase everything. So you need to type show erase startup config. Say enter. Then it's asking erasing the environment file system will remove all configurations. Continue or not? Confirm. Now after that what you are going to do? You are going to say reload. What is the command, guys? Guys, everybody is okay or not? Say yes or no. Say yes or no, everybody. So what I did here, I just typed array startup config. So the moment when I type array startup, it's going to erase all the configurations. Then after that simply press reload. Then it say proceed with reload. Can I confirm? Enter. Now it's going to reboot so that there will be no configurations at all. Now it comes like a brand new. Right, guys? See? Would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? Say yes or no. So I'm going to say no. Now say enable conft host name. Let's give as inter VLAN routing. Okay, guys. Now, what is my concern? What are the things I need to do in my router? Help me out, guys. Everybody. Help me out. Everyone, help me out. So first of all, we need to decide which interface, because if you see here, do show IP interface brief, I have three interfaces, right? 0 by 0, 0 by 1 and 0 by 2. Which interface you are going to use to connect between your switch and router? Okay, let's follow Madam Singh now. So we are going to take straight or cross? Straight or cross? Straight. So gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 is going to connect to 0 by 1. Is it clear, everybody? Understand, guys? So for this interface, what we are going to do? We are going to configure sub-interfaces. Right, guys? So, right, guys, everybody is following or not? For 0 by 0, we are going to configure three sub-interfaces. Right? What is that? 0 by 0.10. Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0.20. Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0.30. Right? For 10 we will give you 10.1. For 20 we will give you 20.1. For 30 we will give you 30.1. That's it. Right, guys? This is what we are going to do. Kunal, are you following? Yeah, Kunal? Yeah, good. Now what you are going to do, guys? Let's go here. And Madam Singh, do we need to do anything here on Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0? Do we need to type any commands? Actually, what we have to do here, we need to type the commands like no shutdown. Why? Because this is the physical interface, right, ma'am? On top of the physical interface, you just go there and you need to say no shutdown. Then only the interface will come up. Are you clear, ma'am? Yeah, because you are creating a sub interfaces on top of the physical interface. So you need to go here, interface gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, just type no shutdown. Then after that, interface gigabit Ethernet 0 slash, yeah, no, you don't give any IP address here, ma'am. Because, did you remember, we are just sending the information with VLAN tag, right, ma'am? So, to understand the VLAN tag, we are going to configure sub-interfaces. And inside that, we are going to tell which VLAN belongs to this interface, right? Everybody. Mayur, no need to type no IP address as well. Yeah. See here, do show IP interface brief, because I'm not going to use that interface, Mayur. Yeah, that's why. Because I am just using the virtual interfaces only. Yep. Now what I'm going to do, interface gigabit Ethernet 0 slash 0.10. Then you try to give your IP address here. See, it will say what it's going to say. 192.168.10.1 to 255.255.0. Then it says that configuring IP routing on LAN subinterface is only allowed if that subinterface is already configured as part of IEEE 802.10 or .1Q or ISL. Are you clear, everybody? So it's saying that, sorry man, I'm not going to take this IP because you should tell me this interface belongs to which VLAN. Are you clear? Are you clear? This is the sub interface, ma'am, not physical. See here. See here, this is the sub interface. Then on top of sub interface, when I give the IP address, then immediately it's saying that you didn't tell this sub interface for which VLAN. So I said no problem, I will tell you now. Encapsulation dot 1Q10. UR belongs to VLAN number 10. Then after that, IP address 192.168.10.1 255.255.0. There you go. Right? Now if you type do show IP interface brief, then you can see this is your physical interface. Under the physical interface, we configured one virtual interface. Is it clear, everybody? Say yes or no. Everyone, guys. I think most of the people left. Yeah. Now what you are going to do? Now interface gigabit ethernet 0/0.20, then encapsulation dot 1Q20, then IP address 192.168.20.1 255.255.0. Then exit interface gigabit ethernet 0/0.30, encapsulation dot 1Q30, IP address there you go. Now show IP interface brief. Are you able to see, everybody, guys? So far we configured 3 sub interfaces, right? On top of the physical interface, we configured 3 sub interfaces. Each and every sub interface belongs to one specific VLAN. Everybody is clear or not?
So I have one question, sir.
Who is this?
Sharon Singh.
Sharan Singh. Tell me, ma'am.
So I have one question that for the virtual interface gigabit 0/0,
Hmm.
you have not assigned any IP address because
Correct.
it's going to take up the information from the VLAN tab, right? When
Correct.
it carries the information.
Correct.
But for the sub interface, why
No,
do we need
see, see,
to assign the IP addresses?
see, ma'am. Here, what you are doing here, this is your physical interface, which is gigabit ethernet 0/0, right? So you cannot keep this interface into 3 different VLANs. First of all, you need to understand that, right?
Okay.
So that's why what you did, you created one sub interface,
Hmm.
and you are planning to use this sub interface as a gateway for your VLAN number 10.
Okay.
Then after that, what you did, you said that encapsulation dot 1Q10, which means this is for VLAN number 10. Whoever comes with VLAN number 10, and this interface is going to act as a gateway. Then you said that the gateway is 192.168.10.1. Is it clear?
All right.
Yeah.
So one more question.
Yeah.
Previously, in layer 2 switch scenario,
Hmm.
you have you took that one virtual interface,
Hmm.
like for all the 3 VLANs you have assigned 3 different virtual interfaces, right?
Correct. Correct.
But will this scenario will be possible in that case that we can use
Ah,
one
s-
virtual interface and then we can have 3 different sub interfaces in
that
that?
is the switch. This is the router.
That is not possible in the switch,
Yeah,
right?
because in the switch is a just it's a layer 2 interface, right, ma'am? This is layer 3 interface. It's a routed interface.
Okay, okay.
So, you
Thank you,
understand?
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Guys, anybody has a question? Everybody. So far what we did, guys, we have configured 3 virtual interfaces for VLAN number 10, 20, and 30. After that, what we did, we assigned the IP address. Man, you need to see it again, the recording, man. Okay, let's go and see it. Okay, Bhupesh, try to understand it. For example, these are the routed interfaces. What is the difference between switch interface and route interface? Yeah, Bhupesh. The switch interfaces is nothing but those are the layer 2 interfaces, right? You cannot assign the IP address, right or wrong? For example, let's go here. Try to see this one, Bhupesh. Go to this port, and if you see here, show IP interface brief. Madam Singh, you also try to see it. For example, I am taking port number 4. So conft interface faster than 0/4, then say IP address. Try to give one IP. What it's saying, this IP address is not taking. Did you notice this, Madam Singh and Bhupesh? Yeah, because it's a layer 2 interface, right? So whenever you go to the layer 3 interfaces, what you can do, you can able to assign the IP address because those are the routed interfaces, right? Then what I did here, because first of all, this is your physical interface, and this interface, it should carry 3 VLANs, right? But I cannot keep this physical interface into 3 different VLANs, right? I cannot keep into VLAN number 10, 20 or 30. Either I can keep into VLAN number 10, or I can keep into 20, or I can keep into 30. But same time I cannot keep this interface into 3 VLANs. Yes or no? Singh, Mrs. Madam Singh and Bhupesh. Are you clear? Yeah, Bhupesh. Right? That's why what I did, I configured a sub interface for each, right? I think it's clear. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Any doubts so far? Now, what is missing now? Guys, what is missing now? Because we configured sub interfaces. Now, if you type show IP route connected, then I can see again the 3 interfaces. And this time you will see here, it's saying that it's connected with VLAN, I mean 10 network, 20 network and 30, and with sub interfaces. Is it clear? Say everybody yes or no. Yep. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure again the DHCP pool and all. But this time what I'm going to do, guys, okay, I think I'm going to lengthiest this, but tomorrow we'll see that. Yeah, because I'm planning to take a server. I don't want to do a server now. Okay, guys, I don't want to do a server now. We will see by tomorrow by server. So what I'm going to do, we already configured in the notepad the DHCP poles. Did you remember that? Everybody. So we will copy and paste it, right? Do we need to do any change here? I think we need to VLAN number 10 also, right? Let's go and do that. So here what I'm going to do now, let's configure 10.1, 10.10 I think, and this is for VLAN number 10, VLAN number 10, VLAN number 10, right? Guys, everybody is understanding. So I'm going to copy paste this. Say yes or no, everybody. Yep. Copy this one. Then after that, what you are going to do, just go to the configuration mode. Then after that, right click and paste it. There you go. Now go to show run. So we configured DHCP pool and we configured sub interfaces as well. Now let's go to each and every computer now. Let's say static and click DHCP. Now you will see it. Huh? What happened, guys? What happened? Can anybody tells me what happened? I think we didn't configure trunk here. I think we forgot it, right, guys? Gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1, we should configure trunk. Yeah? I'm also tired, you also tired. Let's go and do it. Yeah? Let's go and do it. Don't worry. So now, show, verify it, whether we configured or not. Oh, we didn't do any configuration, man. Blunder mistake. Big mistake. Good, man. Mistakes are always good. Interface gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1. You can type switch port mode trunk. That's it. Now, show interface trunk. Is it clear, guys? Now you can able to see it. And verify that. Show run. Yep. And we configure it as a trunk. Now this is going to allow all the VLANs information. Guys, up to here, everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no. Everyone. Because we need answers from everybody, guys. Because these are the very important topics. Tomorrow I'm going to show it to you in different way. Yeah. So now what you are going to do now? Let's go to this computer. Go to the command prompt. Oh, sorry. Go to IP configuration. Select static and select DHCP. Refresh it. Did you see there? Have you got the IP? Yep. Everybody. So that is clear. Let's go to other computer now and do the same thing. Yep. Just go here, command prompt, close it, IP configuration, select the static, then select DHCP. It's like a refreshment, guys. Yeah. 20.21. Clear, guys? Then after that, let's go to 30. Just select static and select the DHCP. Everybody is clear? Say yes or no. Yep. we got the IP address. This is your 10.11, 20.21, 30.11. Now, can these guys can able to talk? Can these guys can able to talk? Now, it's possible, right? So here through the single interface, you are passing all your information, right? So you made it as a trunk, and this trunk is going to carry all the VLAN's information, right guys? So this is called router on stick. Some people they ask you this question, what is router on stick means? There is one interface which is going to connect from your router to the switch, and we configure as a trunk, and which is going to carry all your VLAN's information. So that is called router on stick. Any doubts? Everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no. Yep. Can we close the session now? Is it fine, guys? Yep. But make sure that tomorrow, everybody, guys, please, even if you want, I will be a little bit early. No issues. So that we will finish it some of the topics, guys. Because still we don't know how to build your ARP table, how to build your MAC address table. These are the things we need to understand. Yeah. Sharp 7 o'clock if you want. Yeah. Think. Why? Because we need to finish it out some of the topics, guys. I know most of the things is cleared for you, but behind the scenes some of the protocols are there. We need to understand those. Yeah, guys? Everybody is clear so far? Yeah? If you have any doubts, you can send me a message so that I'll clear it out. Yeah? It's okay, man. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah? Thank you so much. And everybody, I think nobody is responding. People are not at all. See, people become 14 now. Yeah. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. I'll send the video by tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Good night. Take care, man. Take care, guys. See you. Bye. Sharp 7 o'clock tomorrow.